Children, we have 2 comics left. Thank you so much. This next comic hasn't done it before. He thought he'd give it a try. Please give it up for Serial Steve.
I am a serial killer. I know you don't see a lot of those in comedy, but I'm giving it a shot. I know when I first started, people kind of got weirded out when I told them I was a serial killer. It's just, we all have different ideas about things, you know, the value of human life, should you kill people or not. But I think we can all agree on certain things, right? Like a wood chipper is really hard to clean. When I first started doing this, I started writing a lot of like one-liner kind of jokes, so I'll do some of them for you now. Knock knock. Psychopathic killer. I'm just kidding, I'm here to read the meter. What's the difference between killing someone and petting a puppy? Nothing emotionally. Why did the serial killer cross the road to slaughter an entire family? How many eyeballs can you fit into a lunchbox? I don't know, so far I'm up to 81. I do have something I have to read for you people. The law firm of Martins, Cross, and O'Brien would like me to remind you the following comedic performance by Serial Steve is an act of satire in no way meant to implicate the performer in any current or future police investigations. Any similarities to persons, places, or events is purely coincidental. I hate lawyers, but I have many of them. You've heard the joke, what do you call 100 dead lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? A good start. My version of that joke is, what do you call 122 lawyers scattered around the woods of upstate New York? Reality. I don't know how much you know about serial killers. I'd like to do a little quiz for you. What do you think the best way to not attract attention from a serial killer is? Stop sending us the psychic messages. It's ridiculous. You're just asking for it. Knowing that I'm a righty and you're at the front door struggling with your keys, which side would you expect an attack from? It doesn't matter. I'm already inside. I've been doing this a little while. You might think you've had some tough shows, but try telling jokes to someone you've had bound and gagged in your basement for a month. Oh my God. Talk about tough crowds. Seriously. And then if they do laugh, how can you be sure they're not just, you know, kissing your ass so you won't kill them? I mean, I would think this is the last show you're gonna see. I would want to enjoy it. But that's just me. Anything and everything has happened to me while I've been killing someone. You know, one time I was staring into his eyes to see what happens at the moment he died, and he kind of had a twitch where he winked at me, and it was so funny. It was like he was winking at me, and I don't know, I guess you had to be there. One time I was killing this guy, and I farted. I have to admit that. I farted, and, you know, it was just us there. So I could tell that he knew that it was me. And it was kind of awkward, and I kind of thought, like, oh, what if he says something? But I think I would have had a good comeback if he had said something like, what, did something die in here? I could have just said yes. One time I was writing this message in blood on the walls for the police, and I wrote, "Their souls are mine," but I spelled it T-H-E-R-E. Such an idiot. All right, it's T-H-E-I-R. I know that. But I looked and I saw it, and I think I did what anyone would have done in the same situation. I burnt down the entire apartment complex. Because seriously, once you have a stupid quote like that following you around, it's there forever. I could kill the next 10 people perfectly fine, and all any of my friends would ever say is, "Their souls." A lot of my serial killer friends wanted to give me advice when I started, and they said, "You should do jokes like this," and you've had friends like this, and one of the jokes they said was, you should tell them that the quickest way to a man's heart is not through the stomach, it's right through the chest. And I just hate them, but it's also not even accurate, because you don't want to deal with the rib cage. It's very hard, So you really do want to go in through the stomach, then up into the chest cavity, get a good grip, because there's a lot of connections. It's the heart we're talking about. Then pull down with a twisting motion. Yank it right out. And before it stops beating, bite. That's the way it goes, people. My name is Serial Steve. Have a good night, everyone.